Oh my gosh. So my friend named Ruth called me yesterday and she said, I saw your video about the haunted house and what happened to you. And that was actually something that happened before I met her. But she goes, I saw your video about that. And I was wondering if you remember this other story and about what happened to me. And I was like, I forgot about it until she mentioned it. And I can't believe I forgot about it. But I used to have a business on a square in a historic town in Tennessee. And it had a back room that was like this secret, I want to say like dungeon-esque kind of room. It was a spooky room. And it was just this narrow pathway in this room. And there's like, what could you do in that room? There was nothing, but it was like a dungeon. So I left the door closed. I never bothered it. I never went back there. Actually, the only time we ever went back there, we left our kids' Christmas toys back there so they wouldn't stumble on them at the house. But one day I was there and this lady came into the shop and she went right back. Like she was drawn to this room in the door and she walked right back into this room. And she was talking to somebody, just having like a full-on conversation. And she came out of the room and she said, like I followed her back there because it was just so bizarre. But she said that the guy that used to inhabit that spot was a cobbleman, a shoemaker, a cobble, whatever. And to validate, to make sure that I knew that she was not blowing smoke up my butt, he conveyed to her the phone call that I had with my friend Ruth that day. Intimate phone call of me telling her personal things about my business and stuff. He shared that information with this woman who felt compelled to go back to this secret room. And I forgot all about that. But I tell you what, life is freaking crazy and it's freaking mysterious. And I don't know, things like this are just, come on, let's be real. There's got to be more to it than just what we see, right? Let's be real. All right. Well, anyway, life is mysterious. I'll see you later.